Hello. I'm Jaden. I want to start my story from the day I was born. And my mom is here, and my two beautiful daughters. I hope they didn't disturb any of your peace. So actually, I was born in Sterling Road, 3-room flat. From young, I have aspirations to help the society. I wish to contribute my knowledge, my experience, things that I think is of use. So during my primary school, right, if people is around my age, so there's this like botanic garden batch, zoological batch. So I'm in the astronomical. I read up a lot on planets. So after I realized, hey, it does help me in learning things that for sure I'm not Elon Musk. I can develop rockets to Mars or whatsoever, but it cultivates a kind of intention to learn that's non-related to what I'm going to do in the years to come. So from there, I realized suddenly I'm developing greed. Why greed? Greed is something in me that I realized my determination, my never ending to learn new things. So when things that's unknown, things that I never see before, I would think, do I have the ability to learn now? Visioning in 1 year time, 5 years time, where will I be? It gives me a kind of guts, a kind of determination that I know today, even if I do not know, 1 year from now, 5 years from now, I will excel in it. So as I move along, I took up a lot of odd jobs after I left my first ORD job as a charterer shipping agent. It was a very hectic job, so I worked 24/7, 365. But again, it cultivated me to accept the Singapore working culture. From there, I learned more. I learned about admin. I learned about bunkering. Anyway, I'm a supply chain student, so all these link with me. So while I decided to leave the shipping job is because of the hectic lifestyle, the toxic corporate management. When I left, I worked in China for about 3 years, and that's how I get to know my wife. In between, I worked out a lot of odd jobs. I tried to save up. I live a very prudent lifestyle. So come about 2017, my best friend, she's a lady, her husband actually asked me, hey bro, I want to set up a tele-consult business 2017. So I was like, 2017 tele-consult do what? He said, we open clinic, let people see the doctor online. I was like, that time I just ORD 5 years, my course 2012. Then I say, hi, is it for NS men, NSF to take MC1? Then he said, maybe, but you never know when you want. So being a skeptic, and I mean, if we all use our rational thinking, Singapore, you talk about take MC, there's like literally every 100 meters there's a primary care clinic. So why bother to do all this? I tell him, I say, hey, no lah bro. I say, no demand. Then he said, no, you must trust me. Because I just finished my fifth project in aesthetic. You know that time, if you all remember, during about 2015, right, there's always this check-in 4 square, something like that. So after that, he tell me, bro, my business failed, but I got a lot of information, right, that a lot of people want to do online. So he actually, he's a primary care doctor at that time, so he was telling me, hey bro, why don't like that? We take selfie, we collect people's selfie image, right? Then after that, I can give steroid cream. That one sure can got business, and then this is not against MOH regulation. So I was thinking, can. Then he said, can, let's do it. So I was thinking, okay, 2017, I got some savings. We set up our first primary care clinic in Hougang Green. It's called IDOC. So when we start the first year up to 2018, right, primary care only probably depending on walk-in. So around there's already about 3 clinics. All 3 clinics, of course, are more than 5 to 10 years. Then we're like, wow, uphill task, cannot. Maybe we will burn money, not enough doctor. So at that time, one doctor per month is about 14K. So we were saying, wow, this is very bad. So after that we decided, okay, we need to beef up the business. Then there you go, COVID came. And being a tele-consult company, we are literally the first one to get the first fruits of labor. So within a very short span of 2 years, we literally expanded to 4 GP clinics and 2 specialist clinics. So I think grit is something that in 2016 enabled me to make this decision that if I had not had grit, I would not have made this decision. So I really encourage most of us Singaporeans to add in a little bit of grit in our daily thought process. Too much rational process will not bring you far. And on why conviction, this conviction is a very summarized story. So there was this American prisoner of war. He got detained in Afghanistan. So when he was detained, he knows it's dead end for him. The captors will definitely not let him go. So while he was being detained for about 2 months, he was starving, loss of weight, mental disorder, mental stress, etc., etc. Ultimately, when he was rescued, brought back to the hospital in America for recovery, the news media interviewed him. Actually, what let you survive through that 2 months of, hardship? So he said this: every time I was being punched, I was being affected, I was being humiliated, I'm convicted that at the end of the day, my comrades will come and rescue me. It was the conviction. So the news reporter asked, how you derive that conviction? He said it's because of our daily training, our daily sharing among our comrades, the memories that we share. I know, I trust my comrades will come end of the day. So when he came, he said it's because of all these beautiful memories. So I think for us, in order to be convicted that we can make it in life, it's good to have more memories now, build experience, bond, so that when you are facing a dull time, looking back, you know what you are doing this for. I think most people around us lack such traits, and I think as a society, it could lead most people into depression. I think my closing out speech for grit and conviction, I think most of us, we are not exposed to all these foreign news article about some Navy SEALs are experiencing. But I think it's good that when we read, we put ourselves in that picture, how we can further develop such traits to enhance our daily life. Thank you.
Thank you.